Hey everyone, this is Win 911. Welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechained of Memories. Last time we finished things off in Memory Traverse Town, and we faced off against Axel, who gave us new world cards. So without further ado, let's delve further into the castle and make use of them. Moving from one floor to another makes it so that you have to rebuild the floor once you get back in there. Like, the rooms you synthesize don't stay there. So that's a bit of a bummer, but oh well.
What's wrong, Jiminy?
Well, you see, what Axel said back there worries me. What could he have meant by, you may no longer be who you are?
I may no longer be me. How can I be anyone else?
Of course. Still, you can't be too careful.
Yep. Feels like just about anything could happen here in Castle Castle Oblivion. Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
We'll be okay. Whatever it is they're cooking up, we'll be able to handle it together.
Course we will. Like that creepy castle we explored together. The one with all those weird contraptions.
When was that?
I can't remember. What was it called?
Gorge. Oh, it was, Holly? Holler? Sorry, I can't remember.
What? Stop goofing around.
Goofy, sure you didn't make it up?
I don't think so.
Aha, how awkward it is when the player remembers something but the characters don't. Anyway, before we move on to anything else, this is a warp point. It allows us to travel from one world to another world. Well, I guess it's world, but you don't go into the world. You go into this entrance hall. Right now we're on the second floor entrance hall. So anyway, let's just save right here. I mean, we might as well. My god, the saving takes forever in this game. Let's see what you guys have to say now. Goofy's still there trying to remember the name of Hollow Bastion. Let's not give him that luxury. Let's just go straight into the next world. Now, as I said, we have 5 world cards, meaning that we have the choice between 5 worlds. You can go in any world you wish, like on any floor, but I'm gonna start things off with Agrabah. Mostly because that's part of the intended task. Because, like, there's obviously that default order. I'm just gonna be going in that order because that's just... it's most convenient in terms of getting enemies with card values, because if you get card valued enemies that are way too high in the beginning of the game, that can be a pain in the ass. So the recommended order that the game gives you is enough to guide you along, because by the time you run into more annoying and troublesome enemies, you have the cards to handle them. Unlike these shadows here, who only have ones, so it'll be easiest for us to help out Aladdin here. At least this time, Sora isn't trying to question if Aladdin remembers us or not. Ah yes, Agrabah. Time to cover some more Heartless, because, as per due course in the beginning of any game, we have to cover the Heartless. Now, this first wave is quite boring, it's just a bunch of shadows. Literally nothing we haven't seen before, and this is only the 4th episode. We do have the Aladdin card, though. So we use that, we get Sandstorm, And it does good work. Alright, here's some new enemies. This is the bandit. The bandits will occasionally pull out rather high cards, but they're in the similar situation as the soldiers on the first floor. It's not too bad. Like, as you see there, they'll occasionally have low value cards, but they'll also occasionally have high value cards. And by high value, I mean like 5. We've also got these yellow operas. They're lightning based, and they're pretty much the same as any other elemental enemy. And we got the fat bandit. What would happen to the normal bandit if it were to eat too many cheeseburgers, I suppose. Oh yeah, I never did just in general cover all the magic elements. Well, magic elements, no, friend cards. Donald basically casts 2 spells. It's alright. And Goofy does the Goofy Tornado, and that means he's charging into enemies with his shield. Like, well, spinning to be more specific. And obviously, when you stack up friend cards, they get better. Oh my god, this freaking air soldier. That's another Heartless. Pain in the ass. Well, not too much. I mean, there's more annoying enemies, but still, it'll give you a bit of trouble at this point in the game, but it's not too bad. Anyway, even though we finished the battle, it looks like we're still having more of the Heartless coming around. But hey! Look! Come out, Robin Williams! Oh, rest in peace, good sir. But Genie, hello! And of course, since this is a bridge, we need some excuse to waste the 2 wishes before freeing the Genie. So, we use 1 wish to get rid of the Heartless. You know, I feel like I feel like that's not really... Yeah, Donald is questioning why use the lamp for that. And I'm gonna have to agree with him this time. I mean, obviously, it's like the whole plot line centers around the 2 elements, Jafar trying to get Jasmine and Aladdin using up his wishes. But it's still kind of a roundabout way to go about achieving that. I mean, I guess it technically works, but it makes you, like, question it. Granted, it's still better than the first time, where it's literally, oh shit, Sora, Donald, and Goofy were stuck in a sinkhole, I think. So Aladdin had to wish them out of that. Just showing off the incompetence of Sora, Donald, and Goofy. For some reason. I've already covered you enemies before. At the very least, things aren't too hard yet, because the game will obviously ramp up in difficulty as it goes along. And I didn't want that difficulty curve to be too harsh. That's why I went with I'm going with the order of worlds I'm going in. There are some inevitabilities, as I said, with the air soldier. But that's something we can live with. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to show off the game, and I also want to show off the challenge. So, yes, that's a good line of reasoning. Now, granted, I'm pulling it out of my ass literally right now. But still, it works. Let's just use this Alchemist walking card for the green, since item cards having an increased value are kinda useless, since they're one-time uses, as items are. It's just, yeah, it's not really all that useful. Anyway, here we have another story event. Heartless, Heartless, Agrabah, One Piece. One Piece? Where? But... it's just the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 all over again. I'd like to talk about another thing that's on my mind, but it's gonna be extremely dated by the time this episode comes out. I do record these episodes, like, way far in advance. I'm recording this about a month before the first episode is released. So, that puts me at around E3. Yeah, you can see why I want to talk about that. Now, granted, we're only on the first day, but there's still so much I could be talking about, except, A, I don't want to get too far into a tangent, even though I'm so far into this tangent now, and B, I don't want to be dated. Because it's like, I could talk about my speculation on the Square Enix, the Nintendo, the Sony press conferences. That's the Sony press conference is happening later, so that gives you when this episode is being recorded. But by the time this comes out, we'll all know that, and it'll practically be old news, even though the term old news is a bit... it's an oxymoron. So that prevents me from talking about that. I feel like the best tangents come from things that legit sprout from what you see on the game. But there's not much to this. I mean, what am I to talk about? Deserts? And doors? No. Let's turn this into a roulette room. Roulette rooms are interesting. So the gimmick of the roulette room is pretty strange. Let's just get into this, though, or we could get into the fight with a shadow here. Hopefully this battle will allow me to show it off. I mean, it's the first one in the room, which is what I promised out of my videos. So what would it be if I didn't show off specifically what this room does? Oh, god damn it, fucking air soldiers. And there's so many of them. Oh, there we go. There's our card. So, with the roulette room, what you have to do in the middle of battle in order to reap the effects of the roulette room is, as you saw there, get the blue card with an R on it that pops out. It's an enemy drop, and while I'm pretty sure it's a pretty common drop, you have to go and pick it up. That's a weird thing about the collectibles in this. Experience is a collectible. But once you get the roulette bonus, you can pick any map card you want to get. Let's say I want the Calm Bounty, which is the treasure card. I just wait until the Calm Bounty is highlighted, then I press X. And there we go, I got a Calm Bounty map card. So, can I use it here? I could. Or I could just use a Sleeping Darkness. Get more experience. Back on the issue of collectibles, though, I still think it's really freaking weird how you have to collect experience. Like, that's not something you should have to do. That should be something that automatically goes to you. At least with, like, drops like the roulette card, the friend cards that pop out of enemies whenever you hit the... I believe it's card break. That exchange was to be any indication. But the friend cards, that's fine. Why the fuck are these things experience? Why do I have to pick up these crystals? So stupid. Hey. But I shouldn't ramble on because I think this is a good place to end the episode. Next time, this room will have been cleared out, and we're gonna go through the door. So, this has been Wayward 911. Thanks for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and have a great day.